There, everybody. It's me, Key. So today I'm gonna be short and just finish where I started yesterday, where I left off yesterday about my RA story. So I think I left off. So I did look it up, and the museum, the African American Museum, opened up in September 24th, 2016. So it was 2016. So I was 39 at the time, and so yeah, that October I got the shot in my knee. I was on a lot of prednisone 3 times a day, like 500 milligrams, something, or 5 milligrams, something like that. Or 10. No, I started like 10 or 20 milligrams. And I was on prednisone, and then I was on 500 milligrams, 2 pills, 3 times a day of that. Um, plus, they tried to put me on something that start with an L. And I remember when I went to the pharmacy to pick up that medication, the pharmacist came over and he looked at me like a deer in headlights and was like, "Don't take this medicine." The pharmacist. It's still in my cabinet. 5 years, what is it? 6 years later, it's still in my cabinet. I never took it. The way that he scared me so bad. And then the methotrexate, my doctor told me it would take a month to get into my system. That medication, when I tell you hair was like coming out in chunks, like I had bald spots all around here, all in the top of my head. It was so bad. So instantly, it didn't even take a month for that medication to get in my system. I stopped taking that. I told him I'm not taking that no more. So then it was just sulfazine and prednisone, and I was just blowing up, blowing up, blowing up. I was close to 300 pounds. Um, and and then so 2017, 2018, and then 2019. 2018, 2019, whenever What the Health came out, I watched that, and not Bigger Than Life. I can't remember what the man ate the McDonald's for 30 days. I can't think of what that one was called. Super Size Me. I watched those, scared me to death. So then I started doing a deeper dive. So that was like 2018. And then 2019, I watched Dark Waters. That scared me a little bit more, based on a true story out of West Virginia, I believe, about plastic. I told my family, I'm getting rid of like when I learn about something and learn the effects of something, like I go deep and nobody can bring me out of it. I got rid of my microwave. I got rid of everything that did not say BPA free. I got rid of all nonstick. And that Christmas, I asked for all stainless steel, so I got stainless steel pots for Christmas. My brother bought me a air fryer convection oven for my birthday that July. My sister bought me some pans. I got rid of. I started watching. I think her name was Downsizeology. I think that's her name. And so I learned a lot from her. I purchased all glass containers. You won't find no country crock, no plastic, no Rubbermaid, no plastic is in my house. And so that's been since 2019, because I remember that birthday, oh no, 2020, because I was so lonely for my birthday, and my mom pulled up and my brother sent me that box. And I'll never forget. That was my birthday, 2020. So I started watching these videos in 2019, getting myself together. And then so March 2020, March 2020, I said, I'm going to go vegan for Lent. No meat, no dairy for Lent. And then the pandemic hit. And then there was no meat, and there was no dairy, and there was no restaurants open. And I cooked for 80 some days straight, I counted, that I cooked plant-based. And I did so good that my doctor took me off of all prednisone. So I had been on prednisone for 4 years. Took me, so then August, we had a fish fry. I went back to eating seafood. So from August till New Year's Eve. And I went through a really bad relationship, really bad depression in 2020. And started watching a lot of YouTubers, High Carb Hannah, Planetful Nick, Kiki, or is it Nikki? It's Nikki or Kiki, Planetful Nikki or Planetful Kiki, Tony Gaskins, Anthony O'Neill, Latarius Whitfield. And I just started to do a deep, the physician committee, started watching Chi Beauty, and I started to do a deep dive into myself. I got rid of all, so I know that my healing is not just from just eating, but total body, mind and body. Brown, beautiful brown baby doll. So Sophia Melanie, all of these people have, and Crystal Evans Hurst. I can't forget about Crystal Evans Hurst, and I can't forget about my mentor, Dr. Celeste Owens and Natalie Johnson Lee. They have been and Nicolette Richey from Eat Real to Heal have been my saving grace in this time, during this pandemic, to get me to where I am right now. I'm a healed and whole person. I wasn't in 2020. I was a broken mess in 2020. A broken mess, but God. And it wasn't but this YouTube and Tabitha Brown brought me through some dark places, like really. And Reverend Tony Evans, and then I can't think of her. I can't think of her first name. Amy Cassie. Amy Cassie definitely are lifesavers. Lifesavers. And the healthy alternative. Shout out to Mr. James. All of these people. All of these people. So my brother bought me all that stuff. Chi Chi taught me how to make homemade healthcare items on Chi Chi Beauty. And from there, I got rid of all Bath and Body products, all Dove. I got rid of everything. I went down to, I started using Dr. Bronner's. I started using Castile soaps. I changed to changed my toothpaste. I changed my fluoride. I changed to just 100% organic coconut oil. Coconut oil that's in the jar, from my head to my feet. A mouthwash, they use it for everything, for pulling toxins out of your body. It's called pulling. Everything. It healed my eczema. Like when I tell you, my hands would be as black as this from scratching and bleeding and patches all over my face and the back of my knees as black as that. Coconut oil and changing everything. I started buying perfumes. I love perfumes, but started looking at vegan perfumes and bought Dossier, Dossier. I want to say it is. Also, Keisha Rose, I follow her. Developing her has really helped me. All of these people, shout out to them. They are amazing people that's helped me through this. But I got a minute left. So after I did that, my doctor was like, whatever you're doing, keep on doing it. So I got off all my medication. So then me and my mother went to Ocean City in October, and I forgot my medication, my sulfazine sulfazate. And that was 2021, October 2021. I forgot my medicine, and I haven't taken it since. And so I got off of prednisone in 2020, and I got off of sulfazine sulfazate by accident, October 2021. And so I do get infusions every 8 weeks, but he had stretched them out to 12. My body rejected that. So every 8 weeks I get infusions of My R.A. But to God be the glory, that's all I take. And I take CMOS to raise my iron because my iron was low. I make it now from Derek products, but Tamatha Lene really helped me through this. And shout out to my friend Kaya, who sells CMOS under Crown Moss, KRWN out of Baltimore. And she ships, and it's amazing. You get the biggest jar for $20. So, yeah. So that's my rheumatoid arthritis story. So I'm still healing daily, but it's definitely, it has improved my way of life, my mental health, and everything from going plant-based. And I will discuss tomorrow, on the 5th, my plant-based story on how I went plant-based and just a little bit more into that because hopefully next week I'll be cooking. All right, I'm 2 minutes over. You all have a good night. Peace and blessings.